boomers a little bit. But anyway, yeah, I just some quick updates, and then I'll resume alerts, and we could talk about all that stuff, catch up a little more, and talk. But real quick, Peepo is doing better. Peepo is doing better. He's been gaining weight. The day that we brought him into the vet, he had a really high fever of 106, dangerously high fever. He was not eating. He lost a lot of weight. He wasn't drinking water. And more or less, the vet kind of was like, yeah, I mean, he tested positive for FIP, and he's probably not gonna do well or make it, but we could look into alternative stuff. But it's not looking good, basically, is what the vet told me, or what the vet told my mom. And you know, I tweeted out, I said people tested positive for FIP, and yeah, a lot of people reached out. I just want to really I really want to uplift my friends. They like all immediately reached out and were just like, hey man, I don't know what I can do for you, but if there's anything you need, if you need support, Celine was like, I will pay for Peepo's treatments. I was like, Celine, I will pay for them. You don't have to do anything. But like a lot of people offer their support, offer to like play games to like distract me, etc. But like some people I really want to shout out are one of my friends, Tyler Lowell, who I met through Foosley's community. His cat actually also had FIP, and he immediately got me in touch, or like he told me about this group called FIP Warriors on Facebook, and as on top of that, Corpse immediately messaged me and said, hey man, or hey, listen Peter, there's a guy. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do that for the whole thing. Corpse reached out to me and told me, hey, one of my friends also had a cat that had FIP, and her cat made a recovery. So I got in touch with her. I think her name was Louie or Louie. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce her name, but it was both her and Tyler both reached out to me, or both got me in contact with the same Facebook group. And to be completely honest, it seems hella sketchy. It's like it's a Facebook group that basically talks about a like a black market drug treatment. Okay. It's a black market drug treatment that's meant to helps cats with FIP. Yeah, guys, trust me. When I hear Facebook group black market drug treatment, I'm like, all the fucking red flags are like, I'm like, this sounds like a scam. But the thing is, I had so many people from different backgrounds and different like walks of life reach out to me about the same, like not even like different, the same exact Facebook group, FIP Warriors. And like I did a shit ton of research, and honestly, it seemed legit. Like there are a lot of testimonies about cats that have recovered from FIP from that group, and basically the first vet told me that if he has FIP, you basically just make him as comfortable as he can until he dies. And dude, for me, it's like either I watch him die or I go for this experimental drug treatment. I'm like, there's really, to me, like the choice was obvious. You know what I mean? And the fact that the fact that so many people reach out to me telling me that their cats had recovered from FIP, it's not even like a alternative to a different FDA approved treatment. Do you guys know what I mean? Like if that was the case, I would just go for the FDA approved treatment, right? The vet was basically saying he will die if he has FIP. He will just die. So it was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go for it. Like I'm not gonna just watch my son die, you know? Like I'm not gonna do that. So I read up more about it. Apparently there's some stuff about like it's not patented for use for pets because it was the research was done so it could be used for or for humans instead, but then if they blah, 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 they do something with the pets, then it have to go extensive rounds of blah blah blah, whatever. So like yeah, so I mean, the thing is, it's been about a week and a half since he's been on the medication, and he has drastically improved. I gotta say, like when I first brought him into the vet, he was bones. Like you couldn't tell over the fur, but underneath you could feel his rib cage and spine really, really easily. And he had lost a significant amount of weight. He had a high fever, but like even 2 days into the treatment, I could tell that he had more of an appetite. He was drinking water. He was moving around more. But yeah, 2 days ago I took him to the vet, and they did an x-ray, and they said yes, he has an accumulation of fluid in both his abdomen and his chest. This is not conclusive for FIP, but the fact that he has already tested positive for it with a test that sometimes gives false positives, but also the accumulation of liquid, it is a pretty good indicator that he has FIP. So, but the vet was saying, I was like, yeah, well, I mean, you're telling me that he's gaining weight and he is still eating and drinking. That's like, he was telling me like the biggest thing to keep track of is the fact that he's still eating food and drinking water. But yeah, like, dude, yesterday I cried because, when I went into like, I have Peepo and Winry there, and apparently FIP is transmittable through feces and saliva. And so we're keeping Peepo and Winry separate so that they don't have to share the same litter box, just to avoid Winry also contracting FIP. By the way, as of 2 days ago, Winry is in perfect health, according to the vet. But 2 days ago, when I woke up, I went into my mom's room to prep him for his next injection. This treatment procedure, by the way, 84 daily injections, which is why he's going to be staying at my mom's place. 84 daily injections. It's an extremely arduous and difficult process. It's a lot. We've just finished our 8th round today, I believe. Yes, and also the medications is really expensive. So by the end of this, I think I'm gonna be paying around upwards of $5,000 to $6,000. But dude, it's fucking worth it. Like, what else am I gonna use my primers on, right? So guys, in a way, if you think about it, you guys are helping me save my cat. So thank you. I don't really know how I would be able to do this without you guys. So like, both you guys reaching out and giving me, like, you guys are like, I see in my Twitter DM requests, and I'm sorry that I don't respond to all of you, but I see it. It's just like tons of people saying, Peter, I know you're never going to see this, but I'm just hoping you the best, sending you good vibes, praying for Peepo. I read every single one, man. I read every single one of your messages because it means so much to me. I even read the ones like, hey, Peter, by the way, my merch still hasn't arrived yet. Don't know who to reach out to. And I was like, oh, yeah, sorry about that. That one design is taking a little longer to print out. So I even read those too, okay? So, yeah, it really means a lot to me. But the reason why I almost cried was because when I walked into my mom's room, people jumped off my mom's bed and ran up to me. And I had not seen him that active since he got sick, because up to that point he kind of was just like really tired, really slow, really low energy, kind of just curling up in like hidden parts of the room, like under the bed or under the sink and stuff, like really low energy. But then yesterday he literally leaped off the bed and like he ran up to me. And like, I cried. I just cried. I literally cried because like, it's tough, man. FIP is a disease that kills. It kills really fast. It kills really frequently. And like, even now, like now that he's doing better, I still can't really fully relax because I just don't know if the medication will stop working. He could develop a resistance to it, whatever. Because this treatment, like I'm in the Facebook group and a lot of people have spoken like, yeah, like he was looking good for a time, but like, he just relapsed and like we had to let him go. So like, this is not like a foolproof treatment. There is a chance still that it might not work out, but at the very least it's really heartening to see that he has the energy to like jump, run around and hang out, but like today, dude, like the injection, the needle, it's thick. It's thick with like 12 C's. It's a thick needle, man. And the substance itself is really viscous and thick. So it's just a really unpleasant process overall for Peepo. And today it was really funny because like I'm distracting him with a treat as my mom's injecting him with the needle, right? My mom's a nurse, by the way, which is why like she said that she'd be happy to take care of him for the next 3 months and do the injections with him. And she's used to like doing injections. God bless her. But yeah, like as I'm feeding him, like the churro treats, the cream based treats that you kind of squeeze out of, like, it's like a Go-Gurt for cats. As I was feeding him this, I just hear Peepo like complaining as he's like eating the treat. He's like, the whole fucking time, and he's just pissed. And the thing is, like, we have to kind of like pinch the injection point and make sure like none of the medication seeps out of his wound or out of the injection point. And like he's just like trying to get the fuck out of my arm. He's like, like literally. Okay, so this is kind of dumb, but the first day that Peepo got injected, he bit my hand. I don't know if you can see that. He literally bit my hand, and in my head I was just thinking like, well, honestly, I kind of want to just get a tattoo of this. This is like, I just kind of want a tattoo on my hand of this as like a reminder of this whole thing, you know? Like I like, you know, just like a like I thought it'd be a interesting tattoo to do. But yeah, it's overall just wanted to say that Peepo's doing better. He's still not out of the woods. He will still not be out of the woods for at least another 3 months. And even then, caps do relapse back into FIP. But as of right now, he's doing better. But if you're wondering why, where he is, he will not be here for the next 3 months, unfortunately. Because like it is a daily process that needs to be done at the same time every day. And it takes at least 2 people. So my mom and my brother will be doing it. My voice is cracked. Great. My mom and my brother will be doing it. And I can't really ask my roommates to help me do this every day, you know? So where's Winry? So the funny thing is, I was like, so mom, can I take back Winry? She said no. And I was like, she's my cat. Why can't I take her? She said, I saw your place and it's filthy. I will bring her back to you once you clean it up. And I was like, that's a fair point, honestly. It's kind of honestly pretty any truers. So yeah, it's not exactly clean here. So yeah, my mom kind of yoinked her, but like for good reason. And just, I mean, yeah. So I need to clean my room at some point, but